Hello, I'm Associate Professor Peter Cabot, and I'm the Program Lead and Course Coordinator for the placement courses in the Master of Pharmaceutical Industry practice. These are two large 8-unit placement courses that span between 12 to 18 weeks of full-time work for the students in pharmaceutical industry. These placement courses use the ePortfolio from the beginning of the course through the end for students to store their reflections, for me to be able to do assessments, and for the purposes of storing all other documents associated with the placement experience. The ePortfolio system is useful in these placement courses because the assessment structures around reflections are easily uploaded. We have reflections that are both written reflections as well as video reflections. And the way that the ePortfolio system puts these together, it means that the students have to be able to load all the documents up, have the video put in place before they can submit. This means that there is little to no chance of a student not completing the assessment task, and it also makes the assessment of these reflections easier within the system. Once they're assessed, they're easily then transferred across to Blackboard where the scores end up in the grade center. So one of the most useful tools that we use in the ePortfolio is actually the reflection process itself. Now this is using the SEAL reflection tool, and that's where we get the students to reflect on situation, effect, action, and learning. The first three are written responses, but the last one, the learning aspect, is actually the video reflection itself. And that's over 8 reflections across the placement lifecycle. That's been really effective inside the ePortfolio because the students in that video response to their learning, you can actually gauge how that placement's going. You get so much more information back from the student with that video response. The ePortfolio system has had a couple of great advantages I've seen in the placement courses that we've undertaken at this stage. As a first-time user, I found the system very easy to navigate, and some of the reporting features are really great in terms of knowing what's going on with the students, where their assessments are at, and where I am with my assessment of their reflections and other material that we're putting through the placement. The other advantage is that the students end up with a repository of information of what they've done on that placement activity, what they've thought about the placement experience, and even their own video reflections, which I think will enable them to reflect on their future employability and build those soft skills as well as their core skills even further.